It doesn't make a lot of sense, and this is just going to make it uglier. What's really unfortunate, I feel for the fans in Oakland, because there's already been so much taken from them in the sense of the Amari Cooper trade, the Khalil Mack trade.
Gruden claiming he's surprised by McKenzie being fired, as everyone looks deep into his reptilian eyes and says, BS.
Definitely a reptile, or
leader of the reptile
or Illuminati, and he's just above all of it. Like, he just got $100 million bucks.
Both.
This is a special presentation of Alamogordo Tiger Sports on Southern New Mexico's sports leader, ESPN Alamogordo 103.7.
ESPN Alamogordo 3.7. Welcome to the Tigers. Back at home after a week on the road for the Tigers. 4 games away from the Tiger Pit last week, Alamogordo boys. But they get to try and put together a winning streak here after a win to finish off things in the Santa Fe tournament. The Tigers are at home to face the Chaparral. Notch 2 in a row here early on the season. The fourth Chaparral is 2-2 on the season, and will try to get over 500 themselves, looking for a positive road win for them. We'll take a look at their scatter. It's kind of hard to pick if this early in the season, if there are wins that really stand out. This team has got some good size. Traditionally, we haven't seen Chaparral be, I would say, the best boys basketball team, but every year's different. They've picked up a couple wins early. Maybe got a little bit of momentum, and we'll see how Coach Uribe's group looks against the Tigers tonight. Alamo, played pretty well in their second 2 games. The first game was not good. The game against St. Mike's was better, and St. Mike's is the #1 team in Class 3A. I didn't realize that they were #1 in that classification. And Tigers played them tough for about 2.5, 3 quarters, and couldn't quite hold on towards the end, and held on again Alamos to finish off that game. They're at a very competitive Bobby Rodriguez tournament last Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Tigers had a tough day of it against Goddard the previous Tuesday, but tell you what, I feel like even in a loss, the best game I've seen the Tigers play was back on the 1st of December against Belen here on this floor on a Saturday night. It was a good atmosphere, and the Tigers had a lot of energy. It was a fun game. Tigers can get back to that, maybe being back on their home floor. That'll be a little bit of an advantage for them. I don't know. I think that's going to, unfortunately, be an answer a lot with this group this year. Is a little bit of I don't know, because they're young from game to game. It's probably going to be a little bit of a different feel to it for game to game for the Tigers. So we're here for the journey and see what it's like when we get around to the end of it. But looking forward to hopefully an entertaining game tonight as Alamogordo faces off against Chaparral, former district opponents the last couple of years, now outside of districts. And usually Alamo and Chaparral had played pretty much every single season, even when they weren't in the same district. So this is not unusual for these 2 teams to be facing off. We'll come back. You're listening to Tiger Basketball pregame. About 15 minutes till tip-off. Don't you go anywhere.
Stop by White Sands Motorsports right here in Alamogordo for all your power sport needs. White Sands Motorsports carries Honda, Yamaha, and Roxor. New to the store, Can-Am and Textron side-by-side vehicles. As always, they handle parts and services for all makes and models. For the best power sport deals on 2 or 4 wheels, White Sands Motorsports has got you covered. Open Tuesday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. and Saturdays, 9:30 to 5. 21070 Highway 70. Or visit motorsportsofnewmexico.com. What makes Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai unique? At Vision Ford, we're all about you, your vision, your style, your needs, and your story. Vision is fully stocked with dozens of the hottest 2018 models, including the Ford F-Series, America's #1 selling truck for 40 years. With financing options that fit every budget and a sales team dedicated to you, Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai continues the Yes We Can tradition. All we need is you. Visit us today at 1500 South White Sands Boulevard or 24/7 online at visionfordlincoln.com.
Slow internet again? signal constantly dropping? Don't take it out on your computer. Instead, call Tularosa Basin Telephone Company for internet stress relief. They have the speed and the reliability to make your internet dreams come true. If you want fast, they have faster. If you want service you can rely on, they are the most reliable. And customer service, it's all about you. Call Tularosa Basin Telephone Company to get connected. 585-2700.
When someone thinks they have a better idea, like a new way to make it or a new place to take it, they start their own business. Every small business has not so small ambitions. We can help you with about every financial service you'll need, like e-statements to save your filing space, mobile banking from your smartphone, lines of credit for expansion, and online account access. To us, there's nothing small about small business. First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
This is Brandon with Desert Sun. I'm not sure if you all know this, but Desert Sun Auto Group consists of 5 dealerships across the great state of New Mexico. This means we have 5 new car departments with over 500 vehicles to choose from and over 200 quality pre-owned vehicles. Majority of these vehicles, when bought from us, are backed with Desert Sun's lifetime powertrain protection. Stop by either Desert Sun Motors or Desert Sun Toyota today and let us help you find your new ride. See our full inventory at DesertSunMotors.com.
Every student wants their high school sports apparel, and there's only one place to get it, the Winner's Circle. They carry all the local school letter jackets, whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, or Bear. While you're there, get your jacket personalized with embroidery, stitching, and have your letters and patches sewn on too. They also carry trophies, plaques, and awards, and service with a smile. It's all at the Winner's Circle, 1201 10th Street in Alamogordo.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Tiger Pit on a Tuesday night. Alamogordo facing off against Chaparral. Just the second home game of the year for Alamogordo. This is just the, I think, third game we've seen here at the Tiger Pit this season. Alamogordo girls have only played one home game. By the way, the Alamogordo girls are at Chaparral tonight. They should have tipped off already. At 6:30 was their scheduled tip-off, so they should be going against Chaparral tonight. Lady Tigers are 5-1. Finished third at the Gallup tournament, the John Lamazny tournament. Picked up wins over Window Rock and Navajo Prep. Came up a little bit short to Piedra Vista. And Gallup was the one to win their home tournament. Gallup girls look very, very good this year. Piedra Vista's pretty good this year, too. They're in the top 10 in Class 5A. Alamo girls are, I believe, getting votes in the coaches poll and doing pretty decent in the Max Preps poll as well. But that one's, the Max Preps poll right now is a little incomplete because you don't have all the teams that have played 3 games. I think at least a lot of them, or at least they're not put into the Max Preps figures. So, but the Alamo girls are off to a good start. Should be, I think, pretty happy with the way that they began. Tonight, I think, is kind of a take care of business sort of game for them. And then next Tuesday should be a pretty good challenge against Roswell on the road. We'll have that game for you here on Alamogordo coming up next week. By the way, other games in the area tonight, Cloudcroft is hosting Tularosa. That one starting at 6:30. The Mescalero girls hosting Dexter. That one should be just about finished by now. And then Mescalero boys following that one up, a girls-boys doubleheader up in Mescalero. Cloudcroft and Tularosa boys are off tonight. They play on Thursday in the opener for, or I should say it's the matinee of the Johnny May Classic. It'll be the final game of day one of that, but it'll be the first game for both of those teams. Both teams on the floor warming up here at the Tiger Pit. Chaparral to our left. They'll be wearing their black, white, and silver. Tigers in their home whites. Gold and black as well for the Tigers. The officiating crew here as well, so no build-ups. We got about 10 minutes left on the warm-up clock. Let's talk to Tigers real quick. We did a little bit to open up the show, but we'll go back to the Bobby Rodriguez Capital City Tournament. The Tigers lost the opening game to Capital, 69-32. Tigers just had a nightmare against the press. Even if they did break the press, they didn't really convert that much, and the Tigers never got into any kind of offensive rhythm. Against St. Mike's, they played better. They opened up much better. They led through about, I would say, almost 3 full quarters, and then later half of the third quarter and the fourth quarter, the Horsemen pulled away. But it's really not a bad effort from the Tigers. Just didn't quite have enough to finish. Los Alamos Wasn't a pretty game, but the Tigers got the win. That's what matters. They started off really well, and then Los Alamos was able to creep back into the game, and it was a back-and-forth affair throughout, which I think is good for the Tigers. It's a young team and a group that probably needs to learn how to win some of these close games. So whether that was a great win from the standpoint of it was good basketball against Los Alamos doesn't really matter. The Tigers found a way to make it happen against the Hilltoppers on Saturday and got out of there with a win, which I think is really good for a young basketball team to get some of that experience and get a positive finish off to it. So overall, a little bit of momentum. Get to come back home and see what they can do against Chaparral tonight. Who 2-2? They played at the Rio Grande Shootout, which I think is a Socorro tournament, and picked up a couple of wins there. Like I said, kind of difficult to tell based on their wins early in the season. They lost by 8 to Deming to begin the year. I said Deming, but I think Deming girls are supposed to be really good this year. At least they've started off the season really well. They lost to Cuba in their first game there at the Rio Grande Shootout, which I'm not sure how good Cuba boys basketball is this year, but I think that's Cuba, I believe, plays 3A basketball. Might even be 2A. They did beat Socorro 54-37 and then beat Thoreau 64-53. Thoreau started off the season 3-2. Socorro is 3-3. So I think they've beaten some okay teams here to begin the year. Cuba's 2-2. Their loss to Deming. The Wildcats are 4-4. They've already played 8 games this year. They were, at the Taos tournament and went over to Artesia as well. That's why they played a couple of tournaments here early on in the season. Have the Wildcats. So, hard to get a real solid feel. And I would say the same thing if you looked at the Tigers. And I've watched them play, 5 games now already, and I'm not sure I really have a good gauge on where this team is at. I think you can see there's talent there. I think you got a lot of guys that can shoot the basketball, that can play good defense. Whether it comes together in a game, it just felt like last week there was a little bit of a lack of confidence in the way that they were playing. Whereas against the Blend game, all out, they were playing hard, and there was a timidness to a lot of what we saw last week. So I don't know if that will end up getting maybe kind of snuffed out here, and the Tigers will see a little bit better effort at home. Maybe makes a difference in front of the student section, which student section has definitely shown out tonight. The rest of the Tiger pit, well, it's okay. It's not great. I think we all hope for a little bit of better crowd. That Saturday night crowd to open up the season was really good. Tonight leaves a little bit to be desired. So if you're listening to us in the area, come on down. We haven't started yet. Still got about 5 minutes left until tip-off as Alamogordo faces off against Chaparral here in their second home game of the season. And Game 6, the Tigers coming in at 1-4. And for Chaparral, this is Game 5 of the season. They enter at 2-2. We got the Alamogordo High School Junior ROTC in the house tonight. Of course, the Alamogordo High School cheerleaders are here. And by the way, the JV team picked up the win for the Tigers. They cruised to open the night, and the Tigers are hoping to get something similar on the varsity end of things. We're going to go ahead and take a commercial break as the Tigers get into their, what I like to almost call their haka, at least to begin it. But they start diving on the floor, and it's probably my favorite thing they do in their warm-ups. I like it. Didn't see it as much up at the tournament in Santa Fe. They didn't have as much time to warm up. Here they get the full 20 minutes, so it gives them the opportunity. I think it's kind of a build up some energy before the game, something new that Coach Voigt has brought along into this team. All right, we'll take a break and come back, and we'll have starting lineups, national anthem, and tip-off. Alamogordo versus Chaparral on ESPN Alamogordo 103.7.
Everybody else wakes up so rested and cheery, while you wake up with back pain and ready to get back into bed again. They make you sick. It takes 30 minutes just to get your back feeling normal. You work hard to make life great. Why is sleep such an issue? It shouldn't be. Sleepwell can help you find your sleep again. From finding a mattress that supports your back to relieving strain by using a power base, Sleepwell will partner with you. Come see us today. Find the rest you need and lose the back pain. When you sleep well, you live well.
With the holidays fast approaching, let Otero Federal Credit Union take the stress out of the holiday season with a personal loan for those extra expenses. Also, take advantage of our holiday loan skip-a-payment program to put a little extra cash in your pocket. Stop by today to see how OFCU can make your holidays a little brighter. OFCU, community people you know. Federally insured by NCUA. OFCU, 3 branches in Otero County. Call 434-8500.
Stop by White Sands Motorsports right here in Alamogordo for all your power sport needs. White Sands Motorsports carries Honda, Yamaha, and Roxor. New to the store, Can-Am and Textron side-by-side vehicles. As always, they handle parts and services for all makes and models. For the best power sport deals on 2 or 4 wheels, White Sands Motorsports has got you covered. Open Tuesday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. and Saturdays, 9:30 to 5. 21070 Highway 70 or visit motorsportsofnewmexico.com. What makes Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai unique? At Vision Ford, we're all about you, your vision, your style, your needs, and your story. Vision is fully stocked with dozens of the hottest 2018 models, including the Ford F-Series, America's #1 selling truck for 40 years. With financing options that fit every budget and a sales team dedicated to you, Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai continues the Yes We Can tradition. All we need is you. Visit us today at 1500 South White Sands Boulevard or 24/7 online at visionfordlincoln.com.
Tularosa Basin Telephone Company is famous for keeping you connected. They promise to deliver fast speeds, provide a reliable network, and do it all with a smile. Their customer service team is on top of every call with the answers you need. In fact, they believe their customers are the most important part of their business. Give Tularosa Basin Telephone Company a call at 585-2700 for the internet experience you've been waiting for.
If you and your family are looking for a new home, you don't have to look far for a home mortgage. As a community bank, we not only have great rates, we offer you friendly financial service right here in the neighborhood. There are a lot of options in real estate lending. We're here to see that you get a loan you can live with. Talk to us about your home mortgage. We're an equal housing lender. First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. And we're a little bit closer to tonight's tip-off. Just a couple of minutes left on the warm-up clock on the Richardson Motors scoreboard. Thanks for tuning in. Tigers now just wearing their uniforms, not in their warm-ups. Tigers white home jerseys, gold numerals, and black outlining. I'll think, again, love the new jerseys. Their away jerseys might be a little bit better, but the home are actually very, very good. And Chaparral, haven't seen their tops yet, but should be, I think, silver numerals with white outlining and black jerseys for them heading into tonight's game. ROTC lined up. We get a little bit closer to tip-off. As for the rest of the week, Alamogordo girls are off. Alamogordo boys hosting Lovington on Friday. We'll be here for that, and we'll also be headed out to Silver on Saturday. Girls-boys doubleheader next Tuesday against Roswell. That'll be the last game before Christmas. And then the Los Lunas tournament will carry all the girls and the boys games coming up in that tournament. So you got, if you can't make it there to look for that tournament, we got you all taken care of here on ESPN Alamogordo. Johnny May Classic starts on Thursday. Cloudcroft and Tularosa both playing in that. We'll post the bracket up on our Facebook page tomorrow. Hopefully have the bracket for the Mescalero tournament, which begins on Thursday as well. The Mescalero boys and girls hosting that. The Tularosa girls, I think, are off for the rest of the week. They played tonight against Cloudcroft. And let me grab the schedule, make sure I'm not incorrect there. Yeah, next week they get Capitan, and then they've got the Texaco tournament next Thursday through Saturday, do the Tularosa girls. And it looks like we're going to be ready for our national anthem. We'll spend some time on those schedules coming up. I think I got all of it, actually. Cloudcroft girls are off until next week as well. So we'll go ahead and fit in a break and come right back, get your starting lineups, and we'll have tip-off coming up for you on ESPN Alamogordo.
This is Brandon with Desert Sun. I'm not sure if you all know this, but Desert Sun Auto Group consists of 5 dealerships across the great state of New Mexico. This means we have 5 new car departments with over 500 vehicles to choose from and over 200 quality pre-owned vehicles. Majority of these vehicles, when bought from us, are backed with Desert Sun's lifetime powertrain protection. Stop by either Desert Sun Motors or Desert Sun Toyota today and let us help you find your new ride. See our full inventory at DesertSunMotors.com.
When you hear the term Outfitters of Champions, you know it's the Winner's Circle. They can do all your custom silk screen and embroidery on hats, shirts, and jackets. Whether it's for your business, team sales, special events, or personal use. The Winner's Circle is the place for quality work at reasonable prices with group and team discounts available. They also customize trophies, personalized plaques, and sporting gear. The Winner's Circle, 1201 10th Street, or give them a call at 437-9373.
Everybody else wakes up so rested and cheery, while you wake up with back pain and ready to get back into bed again. They make you sick. It takes 30 minutes just to get your back feeling normal. You work hard to make life great. Why is sleep such an issue? It shouldn't be. Sleepwell can help you find your sleep again. From finding a mattress that supports your back to relieving strain by using a power base, Sleepwell will partner with you. Come see us today. Find the rest you need and lose the back pain. When you sleep well, you live well.
With the holidays fast approaching, let Otero Federal Credit Union take the stress out of the holiday season with a personal loan for those extra expenses. Also, take advantage of our holiday loan skip-a-payment program to put a little extra cash in your pocket. Stop by today to see how OFCU can make your holidays a little brighter. OFCU, community people you know. Federally insured by NCUA. OFCU, 3 branches in Otero County. Call 434-8500.
Stop by White Sands Motorsports right here in Alamogordo for all your power sport needs. White Sands Motorsports carries Honda, Yamaha, and Roxor. New to the store, Can-Am and Textron side-by-side vehicles. As always, they handle parts and services for all makes and models. For the best power sport deals on 2 or 4 wheels, White Sands Motorsports has got you covered. Open Tuesday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. and Saturdays, 9:30 to 5. 21070 Highway 70 or visit motorsportsofnewmexico.com.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7, National Anthem and presentation of colors by the Alamogordo High School Junior ROTC finished up, and we're ready for the Tigers versus the Lobos. The Chaparral Lobos starting lineup: David Legarreta is a 5'9 sophomore. Daniel Lopez Jr. is a 5'7 senior. Nathan Ochoa is a 5'9 senior. He wears number 3. Number 23, Pedro Medrano, is a 5'10 junior. And number 33, Brendan Sanchez, is a 6'7 senior, or 6'7 junior. I'm interested to watch him play. Sometimes height is something that's the best player of the team, and sometimes not. So I'm always, when I see somebody that's 6'7", you're always curious to see what kind of talent the young man has. All right, your starters for the Tigers: Nate Black, number 3, a 6-foot junior. Adrian Herrera is a 5'10 junior. He wears number 5. Number 10 is Harlan Gilbert. He's a 5'10 sophomore. Number 20 is Clavon Spencer, a 6'1 sophomore. Clavon led the way in the Tigers' win on Saturday afternoon, or Saturday morning, I should say. And then Diego Ortega, a 6'1 sophomore, wears number 22. Starters being announced right now for the Tigers. And I mentioned the Tigers in their home white jerseys, gold numerals and writing, Alamogordo on the front, and black outlining. Chaparral in gray jerseys with silver stripes and white numerals, black outlining for them. So not really black, more of a grayish color on their jerseys, and it says Chaparral.
Your head coach is James Voigt. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, this is an MMA sanctioned event.
So the Tigers ready to take the floor. Alamogordo left to right, and Chaparral will go right to left. And Diego Ortega, a good head shorter than Brandon Sanchez as we begin this game in the center circle. And good officiating crew here. Do a lot of Alamogordo basketball games from outside the area, I believe. I think they're either Las Cruces or El Paso guys, but most games that I've seen them do here at the Tiger Pit, I've thought they've done a solid job, and hopefully we'll get another good one from these guys this evening. Ball in the air, and it is controlled easily by Chaparral. And into the front court with it comes Ochoa. Gets it over left wing, Lagareta. Now comes out, coming to circles to Lopez. Tigers start man-to-man. Looking to drive baseline was Medrano. Now comes outside. This is Ochoa. Herrera on him. Ochoa drives right of the lane. Kicks it out to the corner. 3 on the way. No good. Rebound is fought for. Loose ball on the floor. And we've got a traveling violation on Sanchez. He was trying to grab it out from between his legs and was falling backwards. And gets called for the walk. So it's Harlan Gilbert in the front court for the Tigers. Gilbert comes between the circles to Herrera at the right wing. Ortega top of the key. Left wing, Nate Black fires up a triple. Front of the rim, no good. Rebound pulled in by the Lobos. And Legarreta brings it into the front court. Swings over to the right wing. Right away, firing up a 3 and missing is Ochoa. And here come the Tigers the other direction with it. Pushing to the top of the key is Gilbert. Gilbert races all the way to the basket. Been partially blocked there by Sanchez. And good aggressive move by Gilbert. Couldn't tell if Sanchez got a tip on it, but it went off the glass and rolled off the front of the rim. Driving his way to the basket, and a blocking foul called on Adrian Herrera as he tried to step in and draw the charge on Nathan Ochoa. Oh, I'm sorry, Clavon Spencer gets called for the foul. And 2 free throws coming up for Nathan Ochoa. Just underway here at the Tiger Pit. 7 minutes to go on the Richardson Motor scoreboard in the first. And the first free throw up and off the back of the rim, no good for Nathan Ochoa. Second free throw up, that rattles out. Adrian Herrera is going to have the ball knocked away from him out of bounds, so it'll go to the Tigers. And we are still scoreless, a little over a minute into this first quarter. Again, Tigers left to right, Chaparral right to left. Gilbert takes it to the top of the key, hands it off to Herrera. Dribbles a couple times with left hand, gives it off to Nate Black, and they're running the weave on the outside. Gilbert picks his way through the Chaparral defense, goes for the layup left of the lane, can't get it to go. That was a theme for the Tigers in a couple of games up at the Santa Fe tournament, was missing easy shots. And they certainly want to avoid that in this game. No score, Chaparral with the basketball, right corner, Legarreta drives baseline and just kind of tosses it up towards the middle of the lane. I think he was looking for somebody, but not an exceptionally good pass. Driving baseline and having a shot at least changed was Ortega by Sanchez. And the Lobos come away with the loose ball the other direction with it. Medrano looking to drive baseline. Almost ran right into his own man. Puts up a shot and goes to the ground. And then a foul going to be called, I think, on Medrano, as Nate Black had come away with the loose ball. Medrano picks up his first and the first team foul on Chaparral. No changes for either side. Starters on the floor 2 minutes in. And we're still looking for our first points. Off a screen, Nate Black, top of the key, drives right of the lane, gets the basket, forces it up, and gets it in. Fit through a really tight window there to drive right of the lane. And a strong bucket there from Nate Black. Pushing the other way with it, and a bad pass. Now offensive foul, too. So kind of a double whammy there for Chaparral, as Nathan Ochoa plowed over one of the Tigers after he'd passed the ball away. His first foul, second team foul. It was initially, I think, just going to be a turnover, but one of your starters picks up an early foul as well. And it looks like Chaparral will sub somebody in for the first time. Tigers lead 2-0 on the Richardson Motors scoreboard. Top of the key with it, it's Herrera. Gets it out left wing. A little ball fake by Gilbert. Hesitation move at the lane. Now swings it out to the right wing to Herrera. Herrera drives the lane. Little scoop move. Couldn't finish. Tips away the rebound, but right to a Chaparral player. It's Ochoa. Ochoa comes across the timeline to the middle of the floor to Lopez. Left wing Medrano fires up a triple. No rebound. Pulled down inside by Chaparral, but comes loose. And Nate Black grabs the rebound, gives it off to Herrera. Pushes to the far side. It's Gilbert's with the basketball. Gabriel Marquez going to check in for the first time. Black ball fakes, drives the lane. Again, goes with the layup. Can't get it to go. Ortega tries to go straight up with it, but has it blocked by Sanchez. The size of Sanchez has definitely made a difference in the lane. the Tigers have been aggressive going to the hoop here, but Sanchez has probably changed at least 3 or 4, and I think has had at least 2 blocks. They go inside to Sanchez. He has the ball swiped away as he gets into the lane. Here comes Herrera at the right wing. Herrera loses the handle on the basketball. Medrano picks it up and coming the other way with 4.5 minutes to go across the timeline. Black comes to meet him, left wing extended. Gets off a screen. Now drives right the lane and runs right over Clavon Spencer. Offensive foul. Clavon just parked it in the lane there and drew the charge. Herrera comes out. Marquez comes in. And we'll see Grayson Guerra for the first time on this varsity season. He's been dealing with an injury. And that'll bring Diego Ortega to the bench. Cross midcourt with it comes Gilbert. Gets a screen from Guerra. Goes right back to Guerra, but it's stolen away. Pushing the other way to the basket. Had the ball knocked away, but a foul. Marquez thought he came away with it cleanly, but Chris Terrazas is going to foul. And crowd didn't like it. I couldn't tell. I was shielded from the play by Terrazas' body. Couldn't tell if Marquez got all ball or came across the arms there, but it'll put Chris Terrazas at the line. And he will get Chaparral's first points. 2-1 with 4:16 to go here in the first. Terrazas, a 5'7" junior, wearing number 21. Misses back rim on the second, and Guerra will grab the rebound. Quickly on the outlet, head up to Gabriel Marquez. He'll slow it up, give it off to Gilbert. And the Tigers will run their offense. Harlan off the dribble, drives in the lane, and we're going to get a foul on Chaparral. The official nearly got creamed with the basketball there. All right, so a foul on Terrazas. He picks up his first. 14 foul on Chaparral. Nate Black catches right corner, fires the 3, no good. Rebound grabbed by Guerra. Marquez, top of the key, he fires a 3, that's no good. Rebound is tipped over to the corner, and Terrazas grabs it for Chaparral. 2-1, Tigers lead. We're halfway through this first quarter, and neither team's offense has looked very good, but that's a nice pass, and then a miss inside. Beautiful pass from Terrazas to Razzo. He can't get it. Now we've got 3 players on the floor, a tie-up, and the possession arrow will give it to Alamo. 3:41 to go first quarter. It is Guerra, Gilbert, Marquez, Spencer, and now Emilio Minez into the game for the first time. Minez at the right wing. Spencer trying to set up a post inside. They get it over to the left wing. This is Gilbert back to Minez. Emilio drives past his man. In the lane. Good feed to Spencer, and he'll lay it in. Nice dish from Emilio Minez. Clavon Spencer, as easy as it gets there, and he finishes. Tigers lead 4-1, 3:15 to go in the first. Tigers doing a lot of things well offensively, just haven't seen a lot of finishes on these plays, but they get one there. Terrazas in the corner, has to pass it away. Long 3 on the way, no good. Rebound comes out and pulled in at Lopez. Back into the lane and stolen away by the Tigers. Legarreta had it taken away. Marquez the other way, and a pile up. It was Terrazas sliding backward into the pads that are right on the baseline on each side. Chaparral fans wanted a charge on Marquez. It ends up being a tie-up, a jump ball, and the ball goes to Chaparral. Tigers going to turn up the pressure in the backcourt here a little bit. Marquez, very close on Ivan Barreras. 3 from the corner, no good. Rebound pulled in by the Tigers. Gabriel Marquez the other way. Marquez uses body, shields, and gets him. Good outlet pass from the Tigers, and Marquez really patient and got the shot up over the defender. With 2:25 to go, the Tigers lead 6-1. Gilbert with some tough defense in the backcourt on Terrazas. Ball is going to be knocked away, but kept by Terrazas. Over to the corner. Ooh, almost getting away with the travel there. 3-pointer is no good from Legarreta. Rebound grabbed by Chaparral with 2:08 to go in the first. And again, Legarreta made a little jump stop move before he dribbled, and should have been think it traveled twice there, honestly. But inside, we're going to get a foul on Alamo. It'll be on Grayson Guetta. It'll be his first. And to the line for Chaparral is Alexis Razzo. And he will hit the first. Tigers bring back Adrian Herrera and Nate Black. Harlan Gilbert and Gabriel Marquez will head to the bench. A 6-2 Tigers lead. One more free throw here for Alexis Razzo. Free throw up and good. All of Chaparral's points coming from the line. They're 3 of 6. So Nate Black will bring it to the front court for the Tigers. Nate to the top of the key. Gives it off to Ortega at the left wing. Ortega travels. I don't know if Diego felt he could dribble or not there, but he split his pivot foot while he was holding on the ball and turns it over. Minute 52 to go in the first. It's the Tigers with a 6-3 lead. Terrazas, worked on by Mines. This is Jerry Terrazas, who almost loses the handle on it. Grayson Guetta came out and nearly picked his pocket. Left wing with it, it's Ivan Barcenas. He passed over to the corner, going baseline and losing the handle on the basketball. Oh, they're going to say that tipped off a Tiger. I disagree. Looked like Legarreta just lost the handle on it as he went up for the shot, but I guess maybe when it went by Ortega, it clipped him on the hand. Pass comes over to the corner. Terrazas, top of the key, Legarreta, and stepping in front of the pass is Emilio Mines, goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Chaparral. Number 20 is Jerry Terrazas, or Gary Terrazas. I'm going to go Jerry Terrazas. And Chris Terrazas, number 21 for the Lobos. Comes into Chris. Back to Jerry in the left corner. He's met by Emilio Mines. Top of the key, they come with the basketball. Barcenas with it. And Legarreta firing up another three. That's no good. Nate Black powers up for the rebound. And Nate triple-teamed after he grabs it, gets fouled. And it'll be already the 15th foul on Chaparral. Tigers are on 3 team fouls. Neither team showing their offensive prowess here early. Foul called on Jerry Terrazas. That'll be his first, as I mentioned, 5th team foul. Top of the key with it, Emilio Mines. Gives it off to Nate Black. Black goes to the top of the key, gives it off to Adrian Herrera. Herrera kind of posting his way up from the left wing. Now gives it around. They work it around the horn. Emilio Mines looks to drive baseline, has the ball knocked out of bounds, and it will stay with the Tigers with 54 seconds remaining in the first. Clavon Spencer back into the game. Grayson Guerra comes out, and I'm not sure what happened with Grayson there. He caught one in the nose, but Alamogordo Tiger athletic trainer David Maldonado going to talk to him. Inbounds goes to Clavon Spencer, but he has it, says he comes up with the shot, has it blocked by Sanchez. And Sanchez forced when he's been in there defensively. He returned after about a 2-3 minute break. Ball over in the left corner, knocked away from Terrazas, saved by Emilio Mines. Here's Nate Black. Black is going to work his way all the way to the basket. Blocking foul called on the Lobos. And the Tigers will go to the line and shoot a pair of free throws, will Nate Black. Second foul called on Jerry Terrazas. And the 16th foul. Tigers will be in the bonus the rest of the half. Nate with 2 points. Tigers' first trip to the free throw line. And Nate puts in the first. Nate will make both. A sub for Chaparral. They bring Nathan Ochoa back into the game. And Jerry Terrazas will come out of the game. Chris Terrazas still out there. Tigers with some pressure in the backcourt. Lopez has it knocked away from behind, but gets it back. Puts the layup up, no good. Sanchez put back, was blocked. May have been hit on the arm. Certainly the Chaparral fans thought so. Right corner three on the way is good. Ivan Barcenas knocks down the triple. And with 15 seconds left, the Tigers lead 8-6. And will be able to get a last shot Nate Black looks over at Coach Boyd for the play. To the right wing, over to the right corner. Nate, pull-up jumper from the baseline. No good. Got a good look. Little putback on the tip-in by Herrera. Went off the backboard in the rim. No good. And that'll be the end of one. It's Alamogordo 8, Chaparral 6 on the Richardson Motors scoreboard. Almost nonstop action there in that first quarter. We'll come back after these messages.
What makes Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai unique? At Vision Ford, we're all about you. Your vision, your style, your needs, and your story. Vision is fully stocked with dozens of the hottest 2018 models, including the Ford F-Series, America's #1 selling truck for 40 years. With financing options that fit every budget and a sales team dedicated to you, Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai continues the Yes We Can tradition. All we need is you. Visit us today at 1500 South White Sands Boulevard or 24/7 online at visionfordlincoln.com.
If you find yourself frustrated because your internet is slow, then you need to call Tularosa Basin Telephone Company. They have the speed, the reliability, and the customer service to turn your frustration into smiles. Now, doesn't that sound like a better plan? Call Tularosa Basin Telephone Company at 585-2700 and get connected today.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. The Tigers leading 8-6 after one quarter. Have the basketball. They go left to right. Top of the key, Emilio Minus. And off to Nate Black. Nate will give it off to Herrera, running a weave on the outside. Adrian off to Nate. Little ball fake. Nate will give it off to Adrian. Left wing fires up a three. That's no good. And Sanchez comes with the rebound for Chaparral. Black, Spencer. We see Grayson Kaler on the floor for the first time for the Tigers. Emilio Minus and Adrian Herrera. Left wing with the basketball. Chris Terrazas gives it off to Lopez. Lopez looking for a screen from Sanchez. Maybe a little give and go. Now they trying to feed it inside to Sanchez. Nearly knocked away. Gets it back. Left of the lane. Goes up with the shot. No good. Herrera's got it. And Adrian will push over to the far sideline. Takes it to the left wing. Little hesitation. To the basket. Goes up and finishes. A little bit of contact inside. Trying to set up for a charge there was Lopez. But they let it go. And Herrera gets the two. Coming across the midcourt line is Barcenas. Now, a corner three on the way, and a foul going to be called on Adrian Herrera on the three-point attempt. And it's going to put Lopez at the line, I believe, for three. And it is three shots. (10-6), 6:52 to go on the Richardson Motors scoreboard, quarter number 2. And to the line for three is Daniel Lopez Jr. And he misses front rim on the first. Lobos now 3 of 7 at the line first half. Second free throw, front rim, back rim, and out as well. Gabriel Marquez, Harlan Gilbert back into the game. Emilio Minus, Adrian Herrera will head to the bench. That was the first on Adrian. 4th team foul on the Tigers. Lobos are on 6 team fouls. Tigers will shoot a 1-and-1 on the next foul by the Lobos. Making the final one is Lopez, so he goes 1 of 3 at the line. And the Tigers will bring it to the front court. No backcourt pressure from Chaparral. 10-7, Alamogordo in front. Top of the key, Nate steps into a three. No good. Rebound comes out to Lopez. Now, neither team has shot the ball especially well. The Tigers have at least finished a little bit inside, catching the ball and driving. And a good feed that time. Catching it and laying it in is Brandon Sanchez, and he has his first points of the game. Tigers lead is down to 1, 10-9. Top of the key with it, it's Kaler. Kaler pump fakes, gives it off to Nate Black. Now gets over to the left corner. Gilbert comes off a screen by Kaler. Now looking to drive the lane, and we've got a foul going to be called on Chaparral to put Harlan at the line for a 1-and-1. So the first foul on Lopez, and the 7th team foul. And Gilbert will shoot his first free throws. Tigers were excellent at the Los Alamos. Really the reason they won the game on Saturday against the Hilltoppers was their free throw shooting. Not a good start here, though. Well, I should take that back. Nate went 2 of 2 earlier, but Harlan misses the front end, and Chaparral grabs the rebound. Lopez in the front court. Check that, Lopez with it now at the top of the key. Gilbert on him. Now looking to drive Terrazas, top of the key. Hesitation, then a 3 on the way is no good, and Gilbert will grab the rebound. Tigers have some numbers here if they push. Marquez, left wing, he steps right into a 3. It's no good. Rebound, Kaler able to grab it, and Grayson is going to get a tie-up inside, and I believe it'll be Chaparral basketball. It is. Well, Grayson did a good job of getting the rebound in there, but when he gathered in, it was down at his knees, and he got everybody grabbing for the basketball after that. And a jump ball called, and the Lobos get it back. 5:55 to go in the second on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Tigers a little token man-to-man pressure. Nate Black close on Barcenas. Barcenas gets it off to the right corner. Ochoa fires a 3 with a hand in his face. No good. Rebound tipped out of bounds by Sanchez. And Sanchez was trying to get it outside to one of his teammates, but nobody there. 5:40 to go in the second. Tigers lead 10-9. Spencer, Gilbert, Marquez, Kaler, and Black on the floor for the Tigers. Top of the key, it's Spencer. Right wing, Black. Gives it off to Marquez, who pump fakes inside to Kaler. And a good feed there by Gabriel Marquez to Grayson Kaler, who gets his first points. Cutting along the lane on the right side. Marquez dribble to the baseline. And a timeout going to be called by Coach Uribe on the Chaparral bench. 5:18 to go in the second. It's Alamogordo 12, Chaparral 9. Timeout on the floor. And we'll take your listening to Tiger basketball on ESPN Alamogordo.
When someone thinks they have a better idea, like a new way to make it or a new place to take it, they start their own business. Every small business has not-so-small ambitions. We can help you with about every financial service you'll need, like e-statements to save your filing space, mobile banking from your smartphone, lines of credit for expansion, and online account access. To us, there's nothing small about small business. First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Right wing 3 on the way from Terrazas, no good. Gilbert skies up for the rebound. Harlan quickly the other way with it to Gabriel Marquez. Marquez finds Kaler. Chaparral sent 2 or 3 players over to Gabriel Marquez, and Grayson Kaler came on the backside and got an easy lay in there. 14-9. Pushing the other way with it is Ivan Barcenas. Now Terrazas hands it off to Ochoa. And Ochoa gets caught in the air and throws it away. Gilbert with the basketball. Gilbert loses his dribble. He needs some help here. And gets it from Gabriel Marquez, who will bring it to the front court for the Tigers. Gives it back to Harlan. 4.5 minutes to go, second quarter. And Gilbert drives. The lane opens up. Coming over and blocking it, though, with Sanchez. It'll go out of bounds, last off of Chaparral. I'll tell you what, man. Brandon Sanchez has been a defensive presence, and he comes out of the game after that. I'm really surprised that he's going to get a rest here, unless he said he was tired. He's made it so difficult for the Tigers to try to drive the lane. Baseline right, it'll be Gilbert. Paul tried to get it into Spencer, knocked away out of bounds. Tigers will try it again. Knocked away by Joel Chavarria. Chavira. You know I was going to mispronounce that throughout the game. Left wing, left corner 3. Nate Black gets it off the glass and in. Didn't mean to do it, but hey, you'll take it when you get it. And the Tigers are starting to extend the lead out 17-9 now. Lobos need a good possession here. Tigers want to try to force another turnover. Left wing with it is Medrano. Bounce pass over to the far side. Little ball fake back to Medrano. Long 3, no good. Rebound inside. Pulled down by the Lobos. A putback attempt is no good. And now a battle for it on the floor. Nate Black comes away with it. And to Spencer, then to Nate, and now to Gilbert as they'll bring it in the front court. 3:47 to go. A little spin move. Landon Moser, who came into the game, looked like he may have got hit there. Loose ball came right to Nate Black. Little tip-in attempt. A couple of them for Kaler wouldn't fall. Spencer free throw line jumper. That's no good. And then a foul going to be called on Grayson Kaler on the rebound. and it'll be Chaparral basketball. Boy, the Tigers just had a ton of chances and couldn't get the ball to drop in. Emilio Minez will come into the game as Nate Black will get a rest. So it's Emilio Minez, Landon Moser, Clavon Spencer, Harlan Gilbert, and Diego Ortega on the floor. Inbounds comes to Legarreta. Legarreta, nice behind-the-back dribble. Moser sticking with him, though. Ball still at midcourt, and nearly a throwaway there, but Chavira's big body able to pull it down. He's 6'4". That's another big fella that Chaparral has. They've got some size, and they go inside to him, but he can't get the layup to go. Chaparral's doing good things offensively. They're just not finishing in close. Top of the key. Here's Gilbert driving the lane, feeds it over to the baseline. Ortega lost the handle, goes up with it, misses the first shot. Ball being tipped around. Moser trying to grab it, and then the big fella gets it. Into the front court with it is Terrazas. This is Chris Terrazas off a screen. Top of the key. Right wing, another three on the way for Chaparral. That's no good. Harlan Gilbert grabs the rebound. He's being pestered by Barcenas. Gilbert pushed the other way, left of the lane, tries to go right side to Moser. That was a little bit too of a wanting a little bit too much from a pass there from Gilbert. Moser tries to step in front for a steal, putting up the three and missing, but inside grabbing the rebound and putting it back is Chavira. And we get a timeout on the floor, I believe by the Tigers. 30-second timeout with 2:24 to go in the second, and it's on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Alamogordo 17, Chaparral 11. We'll be right back.
This is Brandon with Desert Sun. I'm not sure if you all know this, but Desert Sun Auto Group consists of 5 dealerships across the great state of New Mexico. This means we have 5 new car departments with over 500 vehicles to choose from and over 200 quality pre-owned vehicles. Majority of these vehicles, when bought from us, are backed with Desert Sun's lifetime powertrain protection. Stop by either Desert Sun Motors or Desert Sun Toyota today and let us help you find your new ride. See our full inventory at DesertSunMotors.com.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7, 2:24 remaining in the second, and it's 17-11. Alamogordo in front of Chaparral. Neither team really able to get much going offensively here in this first half. 2 minutes left and get something positive to go. Landon Moser top of the key. Left wing gives it off to Gilbert. Gilbert trying to go inside to to Kaler. Kaler able to spin away from his man. High off the glass, couldn't finish. Rebound tipped out of bounds, and it will go last off of Kaler. Went high off the glass. It was a pretty looking shot. Just rolled off the front of him, and then it was a tip drill after that. Inbound goes to Sanchez, and he'll give it right back to Terrazas. Terrazas works it over to the right corner. They go inside to Razzo, but the ball is knocked away, and Gilbert comes away with it. Gilbert up ahead to Emilio Minez. Minez races, goes up with the shot, and they're going to call a foul on Chaparral, claiming that Minez got pushed from behind on it. Chris Terrazas is going to get called for the foul. And that's what caused Emilio to go up a little wild there on the shot. 2 fouls on Chris Terrazas now. Emilio going to miss back rim on the first free throw, though. Nate Black back into the game, and Landon Moser will get a rest. And Adrian Herrera will also... Well, he'll come into the game if Emilio Minez makes the free throw. And Emilio makes it. So the Tigers lead is out to 7, 18-11. And Emilio checks out as Herrera comes back into the game. So it'll be Medrano to inbounds. Gilbert guarding the inbounds. And they go to Sanchez. Catches and hands it off, and Medrano will bring in the front court. Tigers are just a little pressure. Gilbert almost tipped it away from Medrano. Medrano comes the new line, and the Tigers are going to steal it away. Here's Gilbert racing the other way. Gilbert switches to his left hand, and it just falls off the rim. That was a really impressive attempt by Gilbert as he switched from his right to his left hand underneath the basket, and fortunately didn't get the roll in. 1:30 to go. Medrano has to see the ball go out of bounds, tipped away by Nate Black. Tigers playing smarter defense tonight. They're not picking up cheap fouls, which has been a real problem for them. Medrano gets it into Razzo, nearly stolen away by Ortega. Gets it off to Medrano. Screen. Back to Razzo. Razzo traveled as he caught the ball. The put up is no good, and then the rebound tipped outside. And it'll be shot basketball. Top of the key with it is Barcenas. Left wing, give it to Medrano. Black up close on him. Medrano drives, and a block or a charge here? They call a blocking foul on Grayson Kaler. And the second foul on Kaler. But Grayson had parked pretty well there to draw the charge, but always going to be one of the toughest calls in sports, and Tigers don't get the benefit of that one. And missing everything on the free throw attempt is Medrano. And he'll get one more. 53 seconds remaining in the second. Tigers still in front, 18-11 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Second free throw up, no good. Rebound grabbed by the big fella. Sanchez then has the ball knocked away, but they're going to call a foul on the Tigers, and it's going to put Sanchez at the line for a 1-and-1. First foul on Diego Ortega on that play. Foul count's pretty even. Chaparral on 8, Tigers on 7. Let's see what kind of free throw shooter the big fella is. High off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound goes out of bounds, and last off the Tigers. On the baseline, left of the basket here for Chaparral. Lopez gets it to Medrano, left wing. Medrano is going to pick up the foul, and he's going to go to the line for a 1-and-1. Nate Black picks up his first. And Medrano, after a tough trip the last time at the line, a little bit better this time, and they make the first. Second free throw is no good, and this time the Tigers get the board. Coming up the near sideline, Adrian Herrera. Chaparral coach thought that he had stepped on the sideline, and now we've got a foul called on the Lobos. Not sure if there was an official that would have been in position to see that, but I honestly couldn't tell. It was right in front of me, and once he got in front of the scorer's table, couldn't see where the sideline was and where his feet were. Third foul going to be called on Pedro Medrano. So 1-and-1 for Adrian Herrera. First trip to the line for him. He's got a couple of points. Tigers lead in 18-12, closing in on halftime. And Adrian able to hit the first. It'll be Gabriel Marquez, Emilio Minas into the game, Clavon Spencer, and Nate Black will come out of the game. Second free throw is up and in. .36 seconds left and almost a 5-second call, but pass gets into Ochoa. Ochoa top of the key, had the ball knocked away from behind. Gilbert's got it. Gilbert trying to push up the floor. Gilbert going to be fouled, and it'll be free throws for the Tigers, 1-and-1 on the other side. And the 19th foul will be the first foul on Brandon Sanchez. And front rim no good. I'm sorry, that was the 10th team foul, so this is 2 free throws. Harlan 0 of 2 at the line. and this one falls in for Gilbert. 21-12, Tigers lead with 29 seconds left. Alamo turn up the pressure a little bit in the backcourt. And a little crossover dribble into the front court with it comes Barcenas. Left wing, give it off to Jerry Terrazas. Now to Barcenas. 18 seconds left, right corner. This is Jerry Terrazas. Terrazas at the right wing. Swings over the left side. Ochoa, top of the key, Lopez. To Ochoa. Top of the key. Jumper up and in. Good looking shot there from Ochoa. And that will finish off the second quarter and the first half. It's Alamogordo leading 21-14 as we had halftime on the Richardson Motors scoreboard. We'll come back and get some stats. You're listening to Tiger Basketball.
Every student wants their high school sports apparel, and there's only one place to get it, the Winner's Circle. They carry all the local school letter jackets, whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, or Bear. While you're there, get your jacket personalized with embroidery, stitching, and have your letters and patches sewn on too. They also carry trophies, plaques, and awards, and service with a smile. It's all at the Winner's Circle, 1201 10th Street in Alamogordo.
Everybody else wakes up so rested and cheery, while you wake up with back pain and ready to get back into bed again. They make you sick. It takes 30 minutes just to get your back feeling normal. You work hard to make life great. Why is sleep such an issue? It shouldn't be. Sleepwell can help you find your sleep again. From finding a mattress that supports your back to relieving strain by using a power base, Sleepwell will partner with you. Come see us today. Find the rest you need and lose the back pain. When you sleep well, you live well.
With the holidays fast approaching, let Otero Federal Credit Union take the stress out of the holiday season with a personal loan for those extra expenses. Also, take advantage of our holiday loan skip-a-payment program to put a little extra cash in your pocket. Stop by today to see how OFCU can make your holidays a little brighter. OFCU, community people you know. Federally insured by NCUA. OFCU, 3 branches in Otero County. Call 434-8500.
What makes Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai unique? At Vision Ford, we're all about you, your vision, your style, your needs, and your story. Vision is fully stocked with dozens of the hottest 2018 models, including the Ford F-Series, America's #1 selling truck for 40 years. With financing options that fit every budget and a sales team dedicated to you, Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai continues the Yes We Can tradition. All we need is you. Visit us today at 1500 South White Sands Boulevard or 24/7 online at visionfordlincoln.com.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Welcome back here to the Tiger Pit. On the Richardson Motors scoreboard, it's Alamogordo leading 21-14, a little bit more like a football score. Neither team's offense really showing their best in that first half of play. A lot of missed shots on both ends. Free throws particularly good on either side as well. But regardless, kind of an entertaining first half. Really good defense by Brandon Sanchez, the Chaparral big fella. He had, by my count, at least 4 blocks and was changing a lot of other shots, making it difficult for the Tigers in the lane. Meanwhile, for Alamogordo, good first half from Nate Black. I thought Grayson Kaler and Adrian Herrera played pretty well to begin the first half. So just need to finish a little bit more on the shots in close. And I don't think Alamos had poor shot selection. They've taken care of the ball better tonight than they have in some previous games. And offensive rebounding is still an issue. Chaparral has definitely been able to get some second chance opportunities here in this one. But Nate Black leads the way with 7. 4 points for Adrian Herrera and 2 points each for Gabriel Marquez and Clavon Spencer. And 1 point apiece for Emilio Minez and Harlan Gilbert. On the Chaparral side, led by 3 points by Ivan Barcenas. 2 points each for Nathan Ochoa, Joel Chavira, Brandon Sanchez, and Alexis Razo. 1 point each for Chris Terrazas, Pedro Medrano, and Daniel Lopez Jr. And so free throw shooting, let's see, Tigers 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually not too bad, 6 of 9. Tigers weren't bad at the line. Chaparral, a little bit tougher time of it. They go 5 of 13. So the free throws, a little bit of a difference for them if they are closer to 75% of a game. But See what the second half brings. Tell you what, Chaparral hasn't been shy of chucking up the threes from the outside. A couple of those start to fall for him. That gets them right back into the game. And by no means are they out of it with trailing by just by 7 at the halftime mark. But both teams looking for a little bit better offense heading to the second half. We'll take a commercial break and get you some scores from elsewhere. Mescalero girls already winners tonight. Cloudcroft and Thule playing tonight. Alamogordo girls down at Chaparral. And Mescalero boys taking on Dexter tonight as well. So we'll take a break and come back. You're listening to Tiger Basketball on ESPN Alamogordo.
Stop by White Sands Motorsports right here in Alamogordo for all your power sport needs. White Sands Motorsports carries Honda, Yamaha, and Roxor. New to the store, Can-Am and Textron side-by-side vehicles. As always, they handle parts and services for all makes and models. For the best power sport deals on 2 or 4 wheels, White Sands Motorsports has got you covered. Open Tuesday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. and Saturdays, 9:30 to 5. 21070 Highway 70. Or visit motorsportsofnewmexico.com.
Slow internet again? Signal constantly dropping? Don't take it out on your computer. Instead, call Tularosa Basin Telephone Company for internet stress relief. They have the speed and the reliability to make your internet dreams come true. If you want fast, they have faster. If you want service you can rely on, they are the most reliable. And customer service? It's all about you. Call Tularosa Basin Telephone Company to get connected. 585-2700.
Now you have a choice when it comes to keeping massive files of your bank statements every month. With an online e-statement, you'll have an accurate, easy-to-read electronic statement you can access anywhere, anytime. Get more control over your cash flow. And no more giant filing cabinets. Our e-statements get an A+. First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
This is Brandon with Desert Sun. I'm not sure if you all know this, but Desert Sun Auto Group consists of 5 dealerships across the great state of New Mexico. This means we have 5 new car departments with over 500 vehicles to choose from and over 200 quality pre-owned vehicles. Majority of these vehicles, when bought from us, are backed with Desert Sun's lifetime powertrain protection. Stop by either Desert Sun Motors or Desert Sun Toyota today and let us help you find your new ride. See our full inventory at DesertSunMotors.com.
When you hear the term Outfitters of Champions, you know it's the Winner's Circle. They can do all your custom silk screen and embroidery on hats, shirts, and jackets. Whether it's for your business, team sales, special events, or personal use. The Winner's Circle is the place for quality work at reasonable prices with group and team discounts available. They also customize trophies, personalized plaques, and sporting gear. The Winner's Circle, 1201 10th Street, or give them a call at 437-9373.
Everybody else wakes up so rested and cheery, while you wake up with back pain and ready to get back into bed again. They make you sick. It takes 30 minutes just to get your back feeling normal. You work hard to make life great. Why is sleep such an issue? It shouldn't be. Sleepwell can help you find your sleep again. From finding a mattress that supports your back to relieving strain by using a power base, Sleepwell will partner with you. Come see us today. Find the rest you need and lose the back pain. When you sleep well, you live well.
With the holidays fast approaching, let Otero Federal Credit Union take the stress out of the holiday season with a personal loan for those extra expenses. Also, take advantage of our holiday loan skip-a-payment program to put a little extra cash in your pocket. Stop by today to see how OFCU can make your holidays a little brighter. OFCU, community people you know. Federally insured by NCUA. OFCU, 3 branches in Otero County. Call 434-8500.
Stop by White Sands Motorsports right here in Alamogordo for all your power sport needs. White Sands Motorsports carries Honda, Yamaha, and Roxor. New to the store, Can-Am and Textron side-by-side vehicles. As always, they handle parts and services for all makes and models. For the best power sport deals on 2 or 4 wheels, White Sands Motorsports has got you covered. Open Tuesday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. and Saturdays, 9:30 to 5. 21070 Highway 70. Or visit motorsportsofnewmexico.com.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Welcome back. The Tigers currently in front, 21-14. We are at halftime. Tigers are back out on the floor. Chaparral is still not out of the locker room yet, but should be joining us here shortly. By the way, Tony Messalero girls winners tonight, 62-29. They got the win over Dexter. We'll post more details up on our Facebook page. Hopefully we'll have scores for you from Clapcroft Thule girls and Alamogordo Chaparral girls tonight. They should be finished before we are done with tonight's game, I anticipate. So we got a little bit later than all of those games. And both teams, we're still waiting for Chaparral to come out of the locker room. Tigers are listening to Coach Voigt right now. Alamo in their home white jerseys, gold numerals, black outlining. And they'll be going from right to left here in the second half. Towards the home side where the cheerleaders are. I guess that's the home side. I don't know. Chaparral in their gray road jerseys with silver stripes on the side. Chaparral in the front, white numerals, black outlining. And it'll be Tiger basketball to start things here in the second half. We're ready to go. Tigers with a 21-14 lead on the Richardson Motors scoreboard. 7 points for Nate Black to lead the Tigers. Tigers points for Ivan Barcenas to lead the way for Chaparral. Waiting for the clock to be set at 8 minutes. That's ready to go. Officials are ready. And we're underway. Second half of play. Tigers going right to left with Harlan Gilbert bringing it to the front court, brings it to the near side, swings it over right wing to Herrera. Herrera drives the lane, has his shot blocked again. Brandon Sanchez, the 6'7" big guy, gets into the lane and sends it back. Chaparral in the front court with it. It's Ochoa. He'll hand it off to Legarreta. Spencer guarding him. Little pick and roll. They give it to Sanchez. Sanchez bowls over one of the Tiger players. His shot attempt is no good. Nate Black trying to block the attempt from Toronto. They'll call a foul on Nate. And the pair of free throws coming up here for Pedro Medrano, who is 1 for 4 at the line. And make it 1 for 5 as he misses the first. Second foul there on Nate. First team foul on the Tigers. The free throw up and in. And it's a 21-15 difference as Gilbert gets it off the left wing to Ortega. They give it off to Herrera at the left wing. Adrian hands it off to Black. Now right wing, they give it to Gilbert. Gilbert top of the key. Harlan cut off there. Chaparral playing pretty good here. Ortega slipped, but he kept his pivot foot, and then he drives the lane and tried to pass it out to the corner to Gilbert. It's going to be deflected by a Chaparral player and out of bounds. I thought there was going to be a turnover in the Tigers, but Alamo caught a little bit of a break there. So near sideline inbounds, right in front of the Tiger bench for Herrera, gives it off to Harlan. 7 minutes to go, third quarter. Tigers up by 6. Gilbert looking for a screen. Actually bounce pass to Ortega, top of the key. Herrera dribbling his way around to the left wing. Gives it off to Gilbert. Gets a screen from Ortega. Harlan out to the corner. Spencer. 3 on the way is good. Clavon Spencer. The setup from Harlan Gilbert. Tigers knock down the triple, and they lead by 9, 24-15. Gilbert with some tough defense in the backcourt. Herrera stays on him. Able to break the press, though, is Ochoa, and he will slow it down and set up the Chaparral offense. Ochoa to the elbow. Now comes out top. Long 3 is no good as Medrano misses, and the rebound grabbed by Herrera. Here is Ortega. Ortega drives and finishes. Diego Ortega with the lay-in, and the Tigers with 5 quick points lead 26-15. Medrano worked on by Black in the backcourt, comes across the timeline. Baseline right to Ochoa. Ochoa looks to drive, and Ochoa is going to be fouled as he fires up a shot right of the lane. And it'll be Gabriel Marquez coming into the game. It'll be Nate Black picking up the foul. And he picks up third. So 2 quick fouls by Nate Black here to begin the second half. And he'll probably have to take a rest here. Imagine Gabe will be coming in for him. First free throw is up and no good. Nearly got the kind iron, did Ochoa. And so Nate will come out of the game. And I guarantee you that has been a discussion in the Tiger locker room about being smarter with how you play defense and not pick up fouls. Rebound comes out to the corner where Sanchez grabs it, and then he chucks a pass from one side of the court to the other. It's tipped and eventually controlled by the Lobos. Between the circles with it, it's Ochoa. He's guarded by Gilbert. Now over to the right wing and firing inside. Sanchez catch, turns around and shoots. Now they got it into the big fella, and he let it in. And it's 26-17 now. Between the circles with it, it's Gilbert, left wing. Give it off to Ortega. Now here's Marquez, top of the key, picks up his dribble. Sends it towards the baseline, Ortega. Now it's Harlan. Gilbert looks to drive the lane. Harlan is going to have the ball knocked away from him and eventually comes loose to a Chaparral player. And they try to work it up the floor but throw it away, and the Tigers will bring in Grayson Kaler. And Diego Ortega will head to the bench. Tigers inbound at the far sideline. Leading by 9, 26-17. I believe the biggest lead of the game for the Tigers. At 9, well, no, I take that back. They were at 11 just a short while ago. Spencer spends the key, gives it off to Herrera at the right wing. Man-to-man defense here for Chaparral. Herrera drives the lane. Herrera again has his shot rejected. Ball comes all the way out to midcourt. They call it tipped as Gilbert is able to grab it in the backcourt, and Harlan will set up the offense again. Tigers trying to drive the lane. At this point, maybe try to with some pull-up jump shots there, and Spencer's going to be bumped by Ochoa. And it'll be the first team foul and the third foul, or second foul on Nathan Ochoa. I'm sorry. Marquez inbounds to Gilbert. Top of the key. Herrera got away with the travel. Sends it out to the corner to Marquez. Gilbert at the free throw line. Marquez gives it off Herrera. Left corner, fires it at 3. He hits it. Adrian Herrera with the triple. He's got 7. And the Tigers lead now out to their biggest at 12, 29-17. Pushing up the floor with it and losing the handle on was Medrano. And the loose ball grabbed by Spencer. Spencer to the baseline. He'll be bumped. And the foul called on Medrano. And I don't know what happened after that. And they're going to call a double technical. Now, Clavon needed to be smarter there and not try and go and get in the face of Medrano, who was clearly upset with, I don't know if somebody said something or what exactly happened there, but so I believe double tackle, 1 on 20 and 1 on 23. And it'll be Tiger basketball after both teams shoot a pair of technical free throws. Now, no punches or anything thrown, just probably harsh words and good on the Tiger, Clavon's teammates, pulling them away and not letting them go face-to-face there. The officials are now talking it over. And I don't know if they're just going to go double foul or what's going to be. Okay. And so now that's 5 fouls for Medrano, as he'll be out of the game after picking up the technical and the personal foul. And then Spencer. All right, so we won't actually shoot technical free throws because it's a double technical. Second on Spencer on the technical foul. And it'll be Tigers to inbound at the baseline. That's something I think it's changed. I seem to remember got a score from Cloudcroft. The Tula girls get the win. Final score 54-45. Tule with the victory up in Cloudcroft. Thanks to Coach Mulkey for sending the stats. Appreciate all the coaches across the area that have been good making sure they send stats and get us information so we can post it up onto our Facebook page and let you guys know what's going on. Still a discussion going on at the score table between the officials and the official score, trying to make sure that we didn't have any issues there and everything was correct. So just to reset it again, personal foul on Medrano, double technical, one on Medrano, one on Clavon Spencer, and the Tigers have the basketball after the personal. Harlan Gilbert going to fire up a three. That's no good. Harlan doesn't shoot from the outside very often and got an open look but couldn't finish. Grayson Guetta is into the game for the Tigers. So is Grayson Kaler. And Gabriel Marquez and Emilio Minez also on the floor. Tigers leading 29-17. Kaler gets a steal. Gets it up ahead to Gilbert. Gilbert top of the key. He pushes his way through. He traveled for sure. But the loose ball comes to Chaparral, so I guess it works out at the end. But Harlan tried to burrow his way in, and now a bump by Grayson Guetta. A shot up and in by Nathan Ochoa, and he'll have a chance at a three-point play. 15th foul on the Tigers, second on Grayson Guetta. And the Tigers' lead is cut to 10, and a chance for Chaparral to cut it to 9 here. Free throw up and good for Ochoa, who now has 5. Minus, bringing in the front court for the Tigers. Oh, going to try to get it to Gilbert. Almost stolen away. Harlan was able to get in there and grab it back. Harlan loses the handle, had to go off his leg and gets it back. Harlan at the right wing, gets it off to the right corner to Minez. Chaparral turning up the pressure. Minez with a little floater, that's no good. And a foul on the rebound by the Tigers as Grayson Guetta reaches in. And it'll be his third and the 16th foul, so Chaparral will be in the bonus. Looks like a little bit of momentum switching over to the Chaparral side. Tigers had pulled the lead out to 12, now down to 9. And I think the officials have a little hand checking going on between Emilio Minez and one of the Chaparral players. Inbounds goes to Razzo. I think the officials are trying to nip this in the bud. Grayson Guetta gets it inside, and Grayson is going to travel. Oh, no, it's going to be a foul. They'll say the bump led to the steps. Baseline left inbound, Gilbert. Minez with the basketball. Gets to Gilbert at the baseline. Now Tez with it, hands it off to Gilbert. 3:10 remaining here in the third. Left wing, give it off to Marquez. Top of the key, Kaler. Here's Minez, drives past his man, fires up the shot. It's no good. And a foul going to be called before the shot. They call the foul on Ochoa. It'll be a trip. Third team foul, 16 foul. All right, it will not be in the act of shooting. It'll be an inbounds play for the Tigers. At the top of the key to Marquez. Marquez, pull-up shot. He'll be hit on the arm by Razzo. And so it'll be 2 free throws here for Gabriel Marquez. And Gabe's going to miss on the first. (29-20) still the scores. It's had a good start to the half flow offensively, and it's started to slow down a little bit as the free throw is good from Marquez. makes it a 10-point lead again for the Tigers. The Tigers 20, and then a bad throw. The Tigers double-teamed Chris Terrazas on the far side, and he just chucked it from the far side to the near side to Jerry Terrazas, and the Tigers will get an inbounds play here at the near sideline, up by 10 on the Richardson Motors scoreboard. They go to Kaler in the lane. Kaler trying to back his way in, gets out top of the key to Gilbert. Guetta now back outside to Gilbert. Jerry Terrazas on him. They go right wing over to the right corner, and Guetta is going to travel. Guerra kind of shuffled his feet before he put down the basketball to drive, and he turns it over. 2:46 to go in the third, and the Tigers still up by 10. And inbounds goes to Razzo here. Kaler guarding him to the near side. In the backcourt with Barcenas. And then Gilbert's going to get called for the foul. It'll be a 1-and-1 as Barcenas will shoot free throws. Or at least shoot one. First foul on Harlan. But worth mentioning again, the Tigers have been much more careful with personal fouls in this game. And you look at some of the previous games this year, they have definitely gotten in trouble early. Barcenas makes the first. Second free throw for Barcenas. Aggressively dribbles it and then back and back. No good. Minas grabs the rebound. What almost bear hug there by Barcenas. No whistle. 2:30 remaining. And Gilbert with the basketball. Gilbert gets off to the right wing to a Minas. Minas drives, kicks it out to the corner. Guetta, jab step, gets it back from Gilbert, but misses on the three, and the rebound is pulled in by Chaparral. Chris Terrazas in the front court, and now a left wing three on the way, misses everything. Razzo fires up with the shot as he grabbed the rebound, and he'll go to the line for 2 free throws. Misses the shot. And Grayson Kaler will pick up the 8th team foul for the Tigers, 3rd on Grayson. So it's Razzo back to the line, 2 of 2 for him at the stripe. And he's going to miss front rim on the first. And well, that's definitely been a story tonight for Chaparral is poor free throw shooting. Second free throw misses, and the rebound took Karam out to the corner where Harlan Gilbert's able to grab it. 30-21, the Tigers are in front, 2:04 to go. Kaler gets it at the baseline, passes to Guetta in the lane. Guetta tries to power up, but good defense by Chaparral as they get the block. And 1:55 to go. Here come the Lobos. Right corner with it, it's Barcenas. Barcenas off a screen, fires at 3, no good. Rebound is batted around inside, out of bounds, last off of Marquez. And Coach Voigt going to call a timeout here. Landon Moser and Adrian Herrera are going to come back in after the timeout. And it'll be a full timeout. On the Richardson Motors scoreboard, 1:45 remaining in the third with Alamogordo leading 30-21. This is Tiger basketball.
What makes Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai unique? At Vision Ford, we're all about you. Your vision, your style, your needs, and your story. Vision is fully stocked with dozens of the hottest 2018 models, including the Ford F-Series, America's #1 selling truck for 40 years. With financing options that fit every budget and a sales team dedicated to you, Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai continues the Yes We Can tradition. All we need is you. Visit us today at 1500 South White Sands Boulevard or 24/7 online at visionfordlincoln.com.
Tularosa Basin Telephone Company is famous for keeping you connected. They promise to deliver fast speeds, provide a reliable network, and do it all with a smile. Their customer service team is on top of every call with the answers you need. In fact, they believe their customers are the most important part of their business. Give Tularosa Basin Telephone Company a call at 585-2700 for the internet experience you've been waiting for.
1:45 remaining third quarter. It's Alamogordo 30, Chaparral 21. Chaparral basketball out of an Alamogordo timeout. Mentioned Landon Moser, Adrian Herrera into the game. Gilbert, Kaler, and Guetta remain on the floor. Baseline then pump faking was Chris Terrazas. Passes it outside to Ochoa. Moser on him. Ochoa and tries to go to Razzo. Razzo loses the handle, gets it back, fires up a tough shot. Rebound on the other side by Chaparral. Inside, Razzo able to force his way up and get the lay-in. It's a 7-point game, 30-23. Where we started the quarter, it was the Tigers 21, Chaparral 14. Gilbert gives it to Kaler, top of the key. Gaylor drives the lane and coming across and picking up the foul is Jerry Terrazas. Tried to come across and I think draw the charge, but got there too late. It'll be the third team foul, third foul on him, the 8th team foul. And this will be 2 free throws for Grayson Kaler. Grayson's first trip to the line. He's got 4 points tonight. And Grayson knocks through the first. 8-point lead now for the Tigers. Diego Ortega comes in. Grayson Guerra will head to the bench. Kaler will make both free throws. And the Tigers' lead is back out to 8. 31-1, out to 9, 32-23. Tigers pressuring in the backcourt heavy here. Chaparral breaks it, though. Into the front court, kicking out to the corner. Ochoa open, look at 3, no good. And Kaler grabs the rebound. Gives it off to Gilbert. Gilbert will quickly push it across the timeline. And Coach Voigt says, let's slow it down a little bit. Here is Gilbert driving the lane. Takes a spill to the floor. And a foul going to be called on Ochoa. And it'll send Gilbert to the line for free throws. Third on Ochoa. And the free throw up and in for Harlan Gilbert. One more for Harlan, try to push it out to an 11-point lead. And he makes both. Harlan, after missing his first 2, has made 3 straight, and all of his points coming from the line. Coming in the front court with it is Chris Terrazas, ends it out to the corner. Barcenas baseline, good feed to Razzo. He can't finish though. Rebound grabbed and put back in by Brandon Sanchez. I was going to say it hit the floor in a while, and now he's back out there and used his size to grab it and put it back. 34-25, 30 seconds remaining in the third quarter. The Tigers lead by 9. Ortega at left wing. Herrera top of the key, hands it off to Moser. Moser now to Kaler. Kaler to Gilbert. 25 seconds remaining. And Tigers may hold for a last shot here as Harlan will just dribble it out near midcourt. 15 seconds remaining here in the third. Trying to limit the possessions. I think Chaparral will get it to start the fourth quarter. Herrera gets in the lane, tries to power up through Sanchez, but they're going to call a foul on Sanchez and put Adrian Herrera at the line with 6 seconds left. Jeremy Hill will come into the game. Second on Sanchez, 10th team foul on Chaparral. And Adrian will rattle home the first. Herrera with 8, he leads the Tigers. Gilbert will come out, and Vigil replaces him. Tigers got to be smart here and not foul. Looks like Harlan needs some attention from the athletic trainers. And making both. Don't put Chaparral off the line here. Be smart defensively. 5 seconds left. 3 seconds coming across midcourt. Long 3 on the way. Pretty good there for a while for Barcenas. But it's no good, and the Tigers head to the fourth quarter. In front by 11, extend their lead by just a little bit, 36-25 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. We'll take a break and come right back. This is Tiger basketball.
If you and your family are looking for a new home, you don't have to look far for a home mortgage. As a community bank, we not only have great rates, we offer you friendly financial service right here in the neighborhood. There are a lot of options in real estate lending. We're here to see that you get a loan you can live with. Talk to us about your home mortgage. We're an equal housing lender. First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
This is Brandon with Desert Sun. I'm not sure if you all know this, but Desert Sun Auto Group consists of 5 dealerships across the great state of New Mexico. This means we have 5 new car departments with over 500 vehicles to choose from and over 200 quality pre-owned vehicles. Majority of these vehicles, when bought from us, are backed with Desert Sun's lifetime powertrain protection. Stop by either Desert Sun Motors or Desert Sun Toyota today and let us help you find your new ride. See our full inventory at DesertSunMotors.com.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Fourth quarter, Tigers leading Chaparral 36-25 on the Richardson Motors scoreboard. It'll be Chaparral basketball. Tigers going with Nate Black, Diego Ortega, Adrian Herrera, Landon Moser, and Grayson Kaler to begin the quarter. And into the front court with the Chaparral is Barcenas. Gets it over to Daniel Lopez, the left wing. They go to Razzo, left of the lane. Sanchez trying to post up. On the other side, Chris Terrazas cut off. They go inside to Sanchez. Sanchez loses the handle, and Grayson Kaler is going to be fouled by Sanchez. And it'll put Kaler at the line for 2 free throws on the other side. So Kaler to the line and makes the first free throw. Grayson saw off the line tonight, 3 of 3. He's got 7 points now. Adrian Herrera leading the way for the Tigers with 9. And one more for Grayson at the stripe. And he makes both. So Kaler with 8, and it's the Tigers' biggest lead at 13, 38-25. Nate Black playing some tough defense in the backcourt. Barcenas going to throw it away. Here's Herrera. Herrera racing the other way, and a blocking foul on Barcenas. It'll put Herrera at the line for 2 free throws. First foul on Barcenas. And already in the bonus for the Tigers. That would have been 2 shots regardless. And Herrera's a perfect 4-4 at the line with 9 points tonight. Try to put himself into double figures here. And he will do so. I'll tell you right now, for this Tigers team, if they can be the kind of free throw shooting team we've seen against Los Alamos and tonight, it's going to be a big help for them as the season progresses. Adrian going to miss on the second, and the rebound grabbed by Chaparral. Tigers up 39-25, 7.5 minutes remaining. Herrera guarding closely on Terrazas. They go to Barcenas. And back to this good feed on the give and go, and driving to the basket and laying it up was Razzo. I think Grayson went a little bit too early to try and draw the charge. Allowed Razzo plenty of time to make a decision to drive right past him. Nate Black stops the elbow, gives it off to Kaler. Kaler dribbles to the left corner and then to Herrera. Driving the lane is Nate Black, and a lot of contact. No foul called either way. And then we've got a tie-up. And the possession arrow will keep it on this side. Baseline left. We'll give it to Herrera. Now it's Moser. Moser driving the lane. Moser had this pocket picked, and pushing the other way with it is Razzo. Razzo stops near midcourt. Give it over to the far side to Barcenas. Now driving to the right wing, over to the corner. So with the basketball is Lopez. Now to the corner to Barcenas. By the way, the crowd made some noise there because Landon Moser slipped when a player was dribbling by him, and they thought it was one of those crossover moves. The player went to the floor, but Tigers grabbed the rebound on the missed three. The ball's going to go off the back of the official. Nate Black gets it, gives it off to Ortega. Moser left wing fires a three. That's no good. Now it's going to be Kaler who will have the ball knocked away. Now it's driving the lane. Offensive foul going to be called on Adrian Herrera as Razzo draws it. All right, so the second foul there on Adrian Herrera. Clavon Spencer will come in for Diego Ortega. Comes to Barcenas. Black guarding him. Barcenas still with it in the backcourt. Bounce pass comes to the near side to Chris Terrazas. Terrazas off a screen, drives baseline, blocking foul on Clavon Spencer. And I don't think Clavon ever got set there in that spot, but it was close. He'll draw the block. It'll be his third, I believe, and the 10th team foul. And 2 free throws coming up here for Chris Terrazas, who's 1 of 2 at the line. 5:39 remaining in the fourth, a 12-point lead for Alamo. And back rim no good for Terrazas. Second free throw up, and that one will go home for Terrazas, and it'll make it an 11-point game. 39-28, 5:35 to go on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Top of the key, it's Kaler. Give it off to Black, left corner to Gilbert. Get it around to Marquez, right wing three. Oh, it just spins out for him. Rebound tipped out of bounds. Marquez tried to get it back, but he's the one to knock it out. Good offense there by the Tigers. They got it to the open man, and Gabe just couldn't find the bottom of the basket. 5:20 remaining. And pushing it up the floor is Barcenas. Comes to Terrazas between the circles. And a bad pass by Terrazas. Tried to feed it out to the corner to Lopez. He was cutting towards the basket along the baseline. Emilio Minas comes in. Nate Black will get a rest. Spencer will inbound. It looks like the Lobos at least some token pressure. We'll see what they do here. Inbounds goes to Minas, to Gilbert. And let's see, Harlan able to drive past his man, try to get it to Spencer, but the pass was behind him on his hip. And it turns it over to Chaparral. Getting caught in the air and sending it inside was Lopez. Ball comes out top to Terrazas. Marquez on him. Gets a screen, left corner to Barcenas. And Barcenas between the circles. 4:39 remaining fourth. Marquez up close on Terrazas. They go inside. The big fella, Joel Chavira, unable to knock it in. Gilbert pushing the other way. Feeds it to Emilio Minas, who goes up with the shot right of the lane. No good. Great pass there from Gilbert. Minas not quite able to finish on the lay-in attempt. And with 4:26 remaining in the fourth, the Tigers go to the line. Second foul called on Ivan Barcenas. And Emilio missed his back rim on the first. He's 1 of 2. Was 1 of 2, now 1 of 3 at the line. Diego Ortega comes back in. Clavon Spencer will get a rest. Second free throw from Minas is up and in. Couple of points for Emilio tonight. And a timeout called by Chaparral. 4:26 to go in the fourth on the Richardson Motors scoreboard. And timeout on the floor. It's Alamogordo 40, Chaparral 28. You're listening to Tiger Basketball.
Every student wants their high school sports apparel, and there's only one place to get it, the Winner's Circle. They carry all the local school letter jackets, whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, or Bear. While you're there, get your jacket personalized with embroidery, stitching, and have your letters and patches sewn on too. They also carry trophies, plaques, and awards, and service with a smile. It's all at the Winner's Circle, 1201 10th Street in Alamogordo.
Everybody else wakes up so rested and cheery, while you wake up with back pain and ready to get back into bed again. They make you sick. It takes 30 minutes just to get your back feeling normal. You work hard to make life great. Why is sleep such an issue? It shouldn't be. Sleep Well can help you find your sleep again. From finding a mattress that supports your back to relieving strain by using a power base, Sleep Well will partner with you. Come see us today. Find the rest you need and lose the back pain. When you sleep well, you live well.
A little over half of the quarter remaining with 4:26 to go. The Tigers holding on to a 40-28 lead, led by 7 at the half, pushed to 11, heading to the final frame, and a little bit further out now. Trying to hold on to the win here. Barcenas gets the inbounds. Gilbert guarding him. Ball still in the backcourt. Gilbert sticking with Barcenas. Barcenas still with it. Barcenas trips and falls, and a timeout going to be called by Coach Uribe after the Chaparral player got tripped up. Not sure if he tripped on the foot of the screener for Chaparral. We'll go ahead and keep it right here. Again, other final scores tonight. The Mescalero girls beat Dexter 62-29. The Tularosa girls winners tonight as well, as they picked up the win 54-45 over Cloudcroft. Still haven't got order score yet. I would assume that they're done, but I'll check one other source here and see maybe if they've already posted it to Max Preps. They might have, but just hadn't heard from Coach Vigil yet. I guess they started at 7 tonight. Okay, it looks like it's, I don't know if it's done 75-13, but it would appear that it is. So Lady Tigers get the win there. 40-28 here. The Alamogordo boys leading. Barcenas at the left wing, guarded by Gilbert. Dribbles over to the corner. Barcenas stops. Now looking for somebody to pass it to. Goes inside Sanchez, who loses the handle on it. Ball comes right back out to Barcenas, no. And we're under 4 minutes to go in the game. Marquez close on Ochoa. Or tried to step in there and steal it away. And this one is going to be thrown away by Chaparral. Trying to save it was Razo at the near sideline. And mine is inbound for the Tigers. Gilbert, Ortega, Kaler. Ortega gets the inbounds, gives it off to Emilio. Gabriel Marquez also out there. Ortega works it in the front court. Ortega, good bounce pass to Minez. Minez had the shot blocked. Now it's a battle for it on the floor. And they're going to call a timeout. It's a 30-second timeout called for Alamogordo. Well, I would argue that nobody really had possession there. I'm never quite sure what the rule is on timeouts in those spots. We saw a couple times last year, ones that benefited Alamo, ones that did not go well for Alamogordo. But my kind of feeling is if it's on the ground and nobody really has control of the basketball, probably shouldn't grant a timeout to anybody, but the Tigers get the break there and keep the basketball with 3:30 remaining. And it looks like the Chaparral bench is okay with the explanation from the official. And that maybe before Gabe had lost the ball, Coach Voigt was asking for the timeout. That would be my guess what led to that. Sometimes we don't hear when the coach call for timeout in those occasions. Top of the key, it's Ortega. Gives it off to Kaler. Now between the circles with it. It's Gilbert. Ortega double teams. Diego dribbles out of it. Gives it off to Minez. Minez ball fakes. Gets it off to Kaler. Kaler dribbles past his man. Lost the handle, and he'll get called for a travel. So 3:07 to go in the fourth. Chaparral gets it back after a Tiger turnover. Inbounds goes to Barcenas. Gilbert guarding him. Harlan keeping with Barcenas in the backcourt. Gives it off to Razzo. Now he gets spun onto the floor. And we'll get a tie-up, I believe. Now they're going to call a timeout. Chaparral will get a timeout. Yeah, we've had a lot of that. So, full timeout on the floor. This time we will take a commercial break. Tigers lead 40-28 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard, and we'll be back.
With the holidays fast approaching, let Otero Federal Credit Union take the stress out of the holiday season with a personal loan for those extra expenses. Also, take advantage of our holiday loan skip-a-payment program to put a little extra cash in your pocket. Stop by today to see how OFCU can make your holidays a little brighter. OFCU, community people you know. Federally insured by NCUA. OFCU, 3 branches in Otero County. Call 434-8500.
Stop by White Sands Motorsports right here in Alamogordo for all your power sport needs. White Sands Motorsports carries Honda, Yamaha, and Roxor. New to the store, Can-Am and Textron side-by-side vehicles. As always, they handle parts and services for all makes and models. For the best power sport deals on 2 or 4 wheels, White Sands Motorsports has got you covered. Open Tuesday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. and Saturdays, 9:30 to 5. 21070 Highway 70 or visit motorsportsofnewmexico.com.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Chaparral with the basketball out of the timeout. Left wing Terrazas gets a screen from Sanchez. Try to go back to the big guy, but it's tipped away by Kaler. He does catch it at the baseline. Going up with the shot, no good. Rebound comes to Minez. Minez double-teamed on the rebound. Finds Gilbert, and Gilbert is going to be fouled by Razzo. And Harlan will go to the line for 2 free throws on the other side. So it's Gilbert back to the stripe where he's been solid tonight, 3 of 5, and make it 4 of 6. Nate Black will come back into the game. Emilio Minez will head to the bench. Black, Kaler, Ortega, Marquez, and Gilbert on the floor. And the first free throw, or the second free throw is up and in. Harlan 5 of 7 at the line. All of his points coming from the charity stripe. Terrazas not able to inbound it. It's going to be a 5-second violation. And the Tigers will get the ball back with 2:34 remaining. Gilbert passed the ball, inbound it for the Tigers. Get it to Black, who's double-teamed in the corner. And then a timeout going to be called by Coach Voigt. And a full timeout with 2:31 remaining. 42-28. The Tigers lead on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. And we'll take a quick break and come right back.
What makes Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai unique? At Vision Ford, we're all about you. Your vision, your style, your needs, and your story. Vision is fully stocked with dozens of the hottest 2018 models, including the Ford F-Series, America's #1 selling truck for 40 years. With financing options that fit every budget and a sales team dedicated to you, Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai continues the Yes We Can tradition. All we need is you. Visit us today at 1500 South White Sands Boulevard or 24/7 online at visionfordlincoln.com.
If you find yourself frustrated because your internet is slow, then you need to call Tularosa Basin Telephone Company. They have the speed, the reliability, and the customer service to turn your frustration into smiles. Now, doesn't that sound like a better plan? Call Tularosa Basin Telephone Company at 585-2700 and get connected today.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Harlan inbounds it to Nate Black. Black had tiptoed the sideline. Not a good inbounds play there for the Tigers. Just threw it somewhere. I mean, Nate had no chance to really come down with the basketball. Driving baseline and getting fouled on the other end is Ochoa, and he'll get 2 free throws. And getting the kind iron there off the heel and in is Nathan Ochoa. He's got 6 points tonight for Chaparral. Sanchez will check out, and they'll bring Daniel Lopez back into the game. Free throw is up and in. Gilbert gets the inbounds. Tigers lead by 12. Well, Harlan was, you could tell his jersey was getting held there. Ortega comes to Nate Black. Good feed to Nate, cutting the lane, and he lays it in. Good patient offense there from Diego Ortega. Found the cutter, and the Tigers' lead is back out to 14. Coming into the front court with it, Terrazas. Top of the key. Gives it off to Lopez. Now Barcenas. Barcenas trying to work off the screen from Razzo. 1:52 remaining. Tigers lead still at 14. Ball goes out to the corner, and got a miss pass there by Chaparral. And Terrazas was looking for Lopez. Marquez out of the game. Adrian Herrera back in. Herrera, Ortega, Black, Kaler, and Gilbert's on the floor. Coming in the front court with it is Kaler. Kaler will be bumped by Razzo, and Kaler will go back to the line where he has been very good tonight. Grayson's got 8 points. Get in double figures here if he makes these 2. Third on Razzo. And Grayson makes the first. 9 points for him. And Kaler make both and gets double figures with 10. 6:30, Tiger to pull away with a minute to go on the fourth. Inbounds to Sanchez, right to this into the front. Fires up the right wing, and he hits it. And a timeout by Chaparral. It'll be their final timeout. 40-33 with 34 to go in the fourth quarter. And so no time remaining for all. The Tigers won. Leading scorers were the Tigers and Herrera, Greg Kaler, each with 10 points. Black has got a good balance for the Tigers tonight. And for the Lows, 10.8 to Ochoa leads the way for Chaparral. Down to a 13-point game. I think this is going to be, the Tigers, the games they're in, these are going to be those kind of games. It's going to have to be low scoring, below 50, below 60. For the Tigers to be able to stay in a lot of these games this year, unless we really see some massive improvement from what the Tigers are doing offensively. But I think they're trying to keep it a little bit low scoring, and hopefully if the offense starts to improve a little bit, we'll see the Tigers scoring improve a little bit as well. But at least at this point, these are the kind of games that I think the Tigers will want as the year progresses. So it'll be Nate Black to inbound. He will be able to run the baseline here on this play. Black gets it into Harlan. Harlan able to get the defender in the air. Gives it off to Nate. Now to Adrian Herrera. Herrera feeds it to Kaler, and a great feed there. Tigers ran that to perfection. 48-33 now. 1:20 remaining on the fourth. Right wing with it. It is Barcenas. Barcenas. Bounce pass inside to Sanchez. Sanchez too strong. Gets his own miss and gets the lay-in. kind of came over the top of the Tiger player, but it's kind of hard for Sanchez to not do that, as big as he is. Tigers had a little bit of trouble in the backcourt, and they turn it over. Stepping into a 2 is no good Ochoa, but on the other side, the shot is good by Sanchez, and he'll have a chance at a 3-point play, and he can make this a 12-point game, or actually a 10-point game with the foul called on Herrera. Sanchez now with 10. He makes the free throw. He'll be leading the way for his team. 0 of 1 at 1. Back of the rim, no good. And the rebound is pulled in by Ochoa. He was on the ground and managed to tip it to a teammate. A pull-up jump shot from the free throw line is no good. And the Tigers grab the rebound. Gilbert, with 44 seconds left, comes cross-court to Kaler. Gives it off to Nate Black, and Black throws it to, I was looking for Ortega, but he throws it over the top of his head. And the Tigers turn it over again. I don't think it'll matter here, but this is, well, Nate Black steps in front of a pass and then tried to save it behind his back. It'll go out of bounds. Tigers. Man-to-man defense here. Ochoa fires a long 3. That's no good. Inside it went off of Sanchez. And a foul going to be called on the Lobos. And Gilbert will go to the line at the other side. Fifth foul there on Sanchez. And Raza will come in for him. So it's Gilbert back at the line. 5 of 7 from the stripe. And we'll rattle out the first. And the second free throw rolls out. And now a battle for it on the floor afterwards. Eventually comes loose to a Chaparral player. Coming up the far side with it is Chris Terrazas. Gets it over to the corner. Hands it off to Lopez. 9 seconds left. Lopez, Ochoa. Barcenas, top of the key. 3 on the way. No good. Rebound grab by Herrera. Herrera will push it into the front court. And the Tigers winners 48-37 as they beat Chaparral and improved to 2-4 on the season. The Lobos drop to 2-3. We'll take a break and come back and wrap it up. You're listening to Tiger Basketball on ESPN Alamogordo 103.7.
Sometimes you just need a loan. Your daughter Debbie is getting married. Your son Toby needs a new tuba. Let's face it, families cost money. Things come up that you had no way of predicting. We make personal loans for occasions like this to people who have good credit. So next time you find yourself connected to the unexpected, stop in and see us about a personal loan, subject to credit approval. First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
This is Brandon with Desert Sun. I'm not sure if you all know this, but Desert Sun Auto Group consists of 5 dealerships across the great state of New Mexico. This means we have 5 new car departments with over 500 vehicles to choose from and over 200 quality pre-owned vehicles. Majority of these vehicles, when bought from us, are backed with Desert Sun's lifetime powertrain protection. Stop by either Desert Sun Motors or Desert Sun Toyota today and let us help you find your new ride. See our full inventory at DesertSunMotors.com.
When you hear the term Outfitters of Champions, you know it's the Winner's Circle. They can do all your custom silk screen and embroidery on hats, shirts, and jackets. Whether it's for your business, team sales, special events, or personal use. The Winner's Circle is the place for quality work at reasonable prices with group and team discounts available. They also customize trophies, personalized plaques, and sporting gear. The Winner's Circle, 1201 10th Street, or give them a call at 437-9373.
Everybody else wakes up so rested and cheery, while you wake up with back pain and ready to get back into bed again. They make you sick. It takes 30 minutes just to get your back feeling normal. You work hard to make life great. Why is sleep such an issue? It shouldn't be. Sleepwell can help you find your sleep again. From finding a mattress that supports your back to relieving strain by using a power base, Sleepwell will partner with you. Come see us today. Find the rest you need and lose the back pain. When you sleep well, you live well.
With the holidays fast approaching, let Otero Federal Credit Union take the stress out of the holiday season with a personal loan for those extra expenses. Also, take advantage of our holiday loan skip-a-payment program to put a little extra cash in your pocket. Stop by today to see how OFCU can make your holidays a little brighter. OFCU, community people you know. Federally insured by NCUA. OFCU, 3 branches in Otero County. Call 434-8500.
Stop by White Sands Motorsports right here in Alamogordo for all your power sport needs. White Sands Motorsports carries Honda, Yamaha, and Roxor. New to the store, Can-Am and Textron side-by-side vehicles. As always, they handle parts and services for all makes and models. For the best power sport deals on 2 or 4 wheels, White Sands Motorsports has got you covered. Open Tuesday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. and Saturdays, 9:30 to 5. 21070 Highway 70 or visit motorsportsofnewmexico.com.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7, your final score on the Richardson Motor scoreboard, 48-37. As Alamogordo defeats Chaparral, they improved to 2-4 in the season. Chaparral drops to 2-3 on the year. The Tigers get 10 points apiece from Adrian Herrera, Grayson Kaler, 9 points for Nate Black, 5 points for Clavon Spencer, 3 for Gabriel Marquez, and a pair for Diego Ortega and Emilio Minez. Nathan Ochoa and Brandon Sanchez led the way for Chaparral. Both teams, I think, had some good moments in this game. I thought the Tigers offensively did some solid things. Wasn't too many turnovers, I think, for Alamo to be overly happy. And I also think some easy buckets that they left on the floor. But I'll tell you what, Brandon Sanchez really made a difference defensively in this game. The Tigers, I think, in the first half probably had a chance to pull away, and his defensive efforts really didn't allow that to happen. And the Tigers, I think, made some mistakes towards the end that brought the game a little bit closer, but this was more, a little bit closer to a 15-point game for Alamo. But I think a game the Tigers should have won and needed to win at home. There's going to be definitely some tougher matchups on the schedule. I think the game against Lovington on Friday is going to be a tough one. At Silver, they're always solid, and certainly next Tuesday at Roswell. I don't think the Roswell boys are as good as they've been in some previous years, but they certainly are going to be a tough matchup on the road for Alamo. Alamo girls winners tonight. They beat Chaparral 75-13 down in Chaparral tonight. Unfortunately, don't have any stats for you. Would love to give those to you, but do not have any. The Tule girls picked up the win over Clowcroft. 54-45 was the final there. The Mescalero girls won 62-29 over Dexter. Mescalero boys came up a little bit short. They lost 61-56 was the final score as they fell to Dexter tonight. We'll post all those scores up on our Facebook page, facebook.com/ESPN Alamogordo. You can follow me on Twitter at Charles Winicky as well. Just search ESPN Alamogordo, and the scores are available for you there as well. So we'll have all that good stuff for you guys. Let you know what's going on with high school basketball next. Tiger Sports broadcast right here at the Tiger Pit as Alamogordo will host Lovington. Hope to see you all here, and look forward to what should be a fun matchup between the Tigers and the Wildcats. Everybody have a wonderful rest of their Tuesday nights. And again, your final score on the Richardson Motor scoreboard, it's the Tigers with the win over the Lobos, 48-37. So long.
This has been a presentation of Alamogordo Tiger Sports, brought to you by Desert Sun Motors, First National Bank, Tularosa Basin Telephone Company, Otero Federal Credit Union, Sleep Well, Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai and Premium Pre-Owned Vehicles, The Winner's Circle, White Sands Motorsports, and Richardson Motors. Thanks for listening. You're listening to ESPN Alamogordo 103.7, Southern New Mexico's sports leader, KNMZ Alamogordo.
He is Ian Fitzsimmons. I'm Freddie Coleman. We are Freddie and Fitzsimmons, presented by Progressive Insurance on the ESPN app and Sirius XM channel. Some of the guests stops by to hang out with us. They're here thanks to the Shell Pennzoil Performance Line. So we're going into the final 3 games of the NFL regular season. Thursday night should be out of sight. Los Angeles Chargers on one side and the Chiefs on the other side.
Where'd the season go?
Hey, what did I tell you in June? We're going to blink our eyes. It's going to be December, and the season's going to be almost over. It happens like that all the time, my friend.
Normally, it's not like this quick. I mean, this was one that was epically just fast. I mean, we got the college football playoff coming up.
Well, you know why? I
mean,
no BS off the football
happened?
field. No BS off the football field like we've had the last 2 to 3 years. Either deflate gate or owners being stupid gate, worrying about stuff that was not going to affect their bottom line.
Or conference expansions in college football.
Absolutely.
That may be that's as good of an explanation as I've heard, Freddie.
When you don't have periphery stuff that has nothing to do with the play on the field or the storylines on the field. What's the old line? You know, when you're having a good time, things fly. When you're not having a good time, the time seems to drag. That's the case with the National Football League and college football so far this year. We've been concerned, rightfully so, with stuff on the football field because the best storylines have been stuff on the football field. Anything outside of that, people are like, no, we're good. You know what? Shoot, go away. Shoot, go away with that nonsense because we don't want that interfering with what we want to watch, whether you're a college football fan or you're an NFL fan.
It's as good of an explanation as I've heard so far all season because bowl games begin on Saturday, right? Yeah. I mean, and the playoff will be here before we know it. And speaking of playoffs, the NFL playoffs will also be here before we know it. It has gone that quickly. The fat man's coming down the chimney in what, 14 days?
Less than 14 days. We're less than 18 days away from the semifinals with Alabama, Oklahoma. And you should see the look on your face right now. I wish you could see the look on Ian's face. He just put his head back and his eyes roll over thinking, oh, my God.
I got a lot of work to do.
You got a lot of work to do between now and the championship game in January. But don't forget, December 29th on ESPN, the first game at 4:30 Eastern time, providing that Ian will be able to survive that.